The live streaming realm is insane. One moment you are just a guy gaming, oblivious to the world around you. Then you find out that you are internationally trending, garnering millions of live viewers, signing brand deals, or getting a lifetime ban. Today, we will head straight into the most well-known streamers, their infamous wins and losses. For some, they have a strong following, others, not so much. All of them are unforgettable. Let's start with iShowSpeed. Not only is iShowSpeed a streamer, but also a phenomenon.
Y'all niggas can hate on younger niggas getting money. I don't get it.
Iran, Canada, Argentina, Australia, Croatia, Switzerland, Ghana, Japan, Uruguay, Morocco, Saudi Arabia, Ecuador, Wales, Poland, Tunisia, Cameroon, Serbia, Korea, Netherlands, Senegal, Costa Rica.
God damn.
Let's play football. World Cup, World Cup, World Cup, World Cup.
This individual went from being just an ordinary kid in Ohio to pulling over 8 million viewers on a single live stream during Portugal's FIFA World Cup match. 8 million people. And if you thought that was wild, just wait to hear how he got there. Speed's rise to fortune began in 2021 as people started sharing his clips of him screaming at horror games or dancing in wild ways. Not to mention his iconic sweewie shout, screaming, shouting, and barking while he filmed. He gained countless fans, but check this out.
You see what I tell you? It's like an anthem, bro. It's like a football anthem.
It's time to play football. World Cup, World Cup, World Cup, World Cup. Hey, hell no, man, let's get.
Never mind. Never get mine. Man, hey, man. This right here had commercial potential. Then you started barking. What that nigga say? That nigga, Yo, this nigga Speed is undefeated.
Some support Speed because he is raw, real, and spontaneous. Others can't stand him for the exact same reasoning. He's been banned before for flashing inappropriate content live. He screamed at people, said dumb stuff, done dumb stuff, but despite it all, he keeps coming back stronger because when Speed goes live, you can't look away. Coming up next, Kai Cenat.
Oh, talking about polls. I told him we were good.
Oh.
Then he rolled around and started messing up in my hood.
Oh.
Okay? I told him we were good, and then I said, psych. He took his punk ass home, and I hit him with the drone strike.
Oh.
For and contemporary streamer royalty, we must mention the name Kai. His IRL content ranges from fun to outrageous, like collaborating with famed rappers NLE Choppa and Lil Baby. That is exactly the definition of you never know what's gonna happen next.
Cockroach.
Cockroach. Oh. It was a bug of some sort.
Yeah, grim.
It is nuts. Like he just done like so much content in a month.
Yeah. Got rated, man. And it was live the whole time, right?
What'd you after that? Yeah.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
It's like you know you walking around with all that ass. Like you know.
Sometimes I do forget.
No,
But
but
someone's normally pretty quick to remind me.
I'd pay to smell a fart.
well, what do you mean?
That room, by the way.
Yeah.
This year he became the most enduring subscriber ever on Twitch. And as for insane events in the streaming sphere, do you remember Ludwig's? During the aforementioned month-long stream, Kai actually went hard with the 24/7's cooking, dancing, and even jail-themed episodes where other streamers were locked in a pretend cell. His raw comedic.
One more. What the fuck?
Wait, Jen, is that a guy, right?
Yeah.
Are you gay?
Am I gay? No. What's that?
Spiking, bro.
Energy mixed with the laugh until sort of lovable craziness is why he has continued to garner such immense cult-like popularity. In fact, it is almost unbelievable, but even with millions tuning in, Kai maintains the cousin who cracks jokes non-stop at the family gatherings, feels best. Now let's rewind to Ninja, yes, the Fortnite guy with blue hair. Back in 2018, this man was streaming with Drake, breaking Twitch, and pulling numbers nobody had seen before.
Bro, I'm joking hard. How is this guy not dead? He's 1 HP. Literally kill him with anything, dude. He's so weak, man. Please. Please just shoot him. Jack, Jack, no! Bro, man, shoot him.
At one point, Ninja had over 250,000 paid subscribers. That's not viewers, that's people paying every month that he made Twitch mainstream. He made Fortnite mainstream. He made streaming mainstream. So why do people throw shade at him now? Some say he's too corporate. Others say he lost the edge when he moved to Mixer and focused on brand deals. But whether you love him or miss the old days, you can't ignore him. Let's switch gears. Aiden Ross.
Apparently, we found out what Aiden Ross has been banned for. I wasn't sure about it before, but according to sources, apparently Aiden Ross had on his Twitch stream, he was streaming Twitch showing his own VOD from Kick, and if you read the chat from Kick, you can probably assume why he got banned if the chat was on the screen. You can pretty much assume that who the fuck streams on Kick? A lot of people are now. Yeah, I mean...
Aiden used to be the guy who streamed GTA RP, flirted with girls on stream, and brought rappers onto Twitch.funny. Sometimes entertaining, suren controversial. Always he was banned from Twitch multiple times, hate speech, inappropriate content, promoting shady platforms. Eventually, Twitch was like, nah, we're done. So he packed up and moved to Kick, a platform that doesn't mind chaos as long as you bring views. He still pulls crazy numbers, but a lot of people say he's sold out. The content's darker, the jokes are edgier, and the fans divided. You either love Aiden or you can't stand him. Pokimane, the calm in the storm.
Pokimane got a hate raid from a streamer named Jidion, Jidion, that caused her a lot of problems. It was super stressful for her whole community. After a couple days, the one who hate raided her was given a permanent ban on Twitch. However, the hate raiders didn't stop there. They were harassing her on Twitter and accusing her of bizarre things and just making her life generally miserable. A few months later, Pokimane took an extended mental health break to try to refocus her life online and offline, and she shared a lot of the usual symptoms, right? Content fatigue and constant pressure from catching trends and analytic anxiety and all the trials that come with being a public figure. Like, she was talking like many do and many have gone through, and she said she needs a break. So after about 6 weeks, she comes back. She's talking about this new chapter of her content creation journey, and it seemed to be fine. Came back in stride, doing this usual content stuff, and also, you know, the normal clickbait controversy.
While most of the guys we've talked about are loud and chaotic, Pokimane is the exact opposite. She's been streaming since 2013. Built a community from scratch. No gimmicks, no just games, commentary, and authenticity. At one point, she was the most followed female streamer on Twitch, but even she's had her fair share of controversy. People either say she's too safe, or they attack her just for being a successful woman in a male-dominated space. She once broke down live talking about burnout, and instead of pushing through, she took a break and fans respected her even more for it. Pokimane isn't just a streamer, she's a role model. And now, Sneeko, this one's heavy for sure. Let's rewind.
As you're about to see, Sneeko has grossly violated YouTube's terms of service and qualifies for removal from the website. Now, I'm not going to go into too much depth here, but if you don't already know who Sneeko is, he is a gaming and commentary content creator who continues to spread extremely harmful messages to a rapidly growing audience, usually violently ranting about women, politics, or men wearing makeup. He's sort of like the new Andrew Tate now that he's not on the platform anymore. He was recently banned off Twitter and now has 2 channel strikes on YouTube, but I'm not exactly sure what the reason for that is. Now, a little over a month ago, Sneeko went on his live stream to talk about one of my friends, Chad, who gave me permission to make this video, but had no part in the creation of it, and it wasn't her idea or suggestion for me to make this. He reacted to a video she made about a TikTok dating coach, and I'm just gonna play the video here so nothing can be left out of context, but I am gonna issue a huge content warning for sexual assault, so if that's something that you're uncomfortable with in any way, I would leave the video now.
You know what's so funny about the internet? It hides the fact, and like this feminist garbage hides the fact that she's attracted to that guy making the videos. It is what it is. Girls, you could vouch for it. You know it's true. She would. She would. And you know, this true, what's so predictable? You could tell by the way she's talking that she hasn't been properly in a long time. It's been a while. So she's on the internet making this garbage video, promoting all this feminist garbage to your fucking lonely girls in the comment section. What you really need, chat, is some yeah, shut up with your feminism. Yeah, come here. That's what you need. And she's gonna go, that's what you need. You need some sense back into you. And you know what they're gonna do right after I did that? They're gonna clip that part and say I'm an incel problematic, but you know it's true. You can hear it in her voice. She hasn't been properly in too long, and now you make no sense. That's what happens, man. That's what happens, yo.
Now, I don't think I have to explain why this is disgusting. Sneeko is harassing a female content creator, telling her that the reason why she's so upset is because she hasn't had sex in a while, and then he proceeds to aggressively simulate a sexual assault on Chad in his live stream in front of thousands of people.
Sneeko was once hailed as one of the smartest voices on YouTube commentary. He had this raw, fast-paced editing style that pulled you in. He was funny, sharp, and brutally honest. Like the guy who's that friend who'd say what everyone was thinking, but wouldn't dare say out loud. He spoke focusing on life, society, media manipulation, and a lot of thought-provoking topics. He was a breath of fresh air in the sea, of gaming and prank channels. But then something shifted. Suddenly, the guy who was questioning media started sounding exactly like the thing he used to warn us about. Not broken. And not only that, but he began featuring the most extreme takes imaginable. Rampant anti-vaccine rhetoric assumptions. Drown the Matrix is controlling your mind type ramblings. Anti-feminist discourse for hours on live stream. Dominate. Discussions while yelling and drowning guests. Turning disputes into circus acts. He went from red pill to radioactive. YouTube, they pulled the plug. Permanent ban. Where do band streamers go? Rumble. The digital Wild West. That's where Sneeko found a new home, along with a loyal audience that loved the chaos. Today, he's not just a streamer, he's a symbol to some, a fearless truth-teller, a modern-day rebel raving against censorship and woke culture. To others, a thoughtless instigator, who is tainting the minds of countless young men with fury. He collaborates with equally controversial names, Andrew Tate, Nick Fuentes, and pushes a brand that's more about rebellion than responsibility. He's not just polarizing, he's magnetic. You can't look away. Whether you love him or hate him, he's engineered his persona to dominate your timeline. And the scary part, a lot of his viewers are teenagers and college students, just like you. Impressionable, curious, still figuring life out. So here's the real question. Is Sneeko a revolutionary? Or just a really loud echo of the internet's darkest corner? About Ludwig, that this man streamed 24/7 for 31 days straight.
Nido Novo, 50 gifted. Jesus. Thank you very much. SMJ, thank you for the 10 gifted. Oh, put the timer up. True. Oh, it's at 4 hours? When did that happen? It's been 13 minutes. It started at 30 minutes, so we've gone up 4 hours. Upside down pogo stuck. Yeah, if I want to break from stabbing myself in the eyes with Pokemon, I'll just punch myself in the stomach with pogo stuck. Excellent idea. Etwan, thank you, the 5 gifted. Nido Novo, a 100 bomb. Bro, you just dropped 50. What, did you think that wasn't enough? You don't gotta drop 100. Whiz in my pants, thank you for the 10 gifted.
People paid just to keep him awake longer, and he stayed calm, funny, and surprisingly wholesome through all of it. He played games, he chatted, he slept on stream, and somehow, people watched every second. He eventually moved to YouTube, started a podcast, and never stopped growing. Why do people love him? Because Ludwig never tried to be someone else. He just kept showing up, staying consistent, and doing things his way. Streaming is insane. 1 minute you're a nobody. The next 8 million people are watching you react to Ronaldo scoring a goal. Creators build empires through love. Others blow up in flames of controversy. But the one thing they all prove, being real is rare, and being remembered takes more than just views. So if you've ever thought about hitting go live, just know, the internet never forgets. Hit that like button, subscribe, and the next time you sit down to eat, open up my channel. I'll make sure those 10 minutes taste even better.